Camera is recording. Audio is recording. I'm going to stash the audio device in my pocket. Let it roll. Oh, I didn't hit the hang on. I want to make sure I don't hit any buttons. We're still rolling, so I'm going to hit the hold feature somehow. I'm using gloves. Alright, hold is on, so it shouldn't turn off on me. Okay, and we've got audio or video rolling. I shouldn't need this utensil. And just for the sake of editing, on the video we're at 47 seconds, 48, 49, and 3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, it is I doing a little test vlog on some equipment, and I'm going to go over the specs and stuff like that. But before we get into that, you should know what you can see. We are in my car, and we're about to do a regular dog walk, which is going to be a major function of what's to come. So now I got to go outside and look like a complete idiot in the rain. Are you ready? Here we go. First of all, let's get out. And it is definitely raining. Let's allow the dog to escape the car. We've already got raindrops on the lens, so that should be fun. Okay, let's let the dog out. Come on, kid. There we go. All right, now let's talk a little bit. Let me get this situated in my hand. There we go. What are we doing? Well, this is really kind of a shakedown test of equipment, because I've got some stuff coming in 2019 that I don't know, it's just new stuff I want to try. And since I've got these, I don't know if they're called lifestyle limitations or just what, I don't know, how do I even explain it? Alright, so let's just cover the essentials. I have always had this, I don't know, base desire to want to record my life, either in audio, but now more recently in digital video. And gosh, sorry, it's probably screwing with the image, but the image is on it, ultimately bonus, optional to this whole project. So if you follow my blog, if you follow my audio journals, you know that I've always been trying to find a way to kind of record on the go. Early on in my life, I gained experience for studio recording, but I didn't get into it professionally. And so I'm at this level of amateur, which I'm okay with. I'm not too bummed about never becoming a professional on it, but it does feel like a waste to not do stuff. And recently I had kind of a crisis of identity, trying to come to grips with having all this knowledge and not putting it to any use, and there needing to be this grand reason to be doing any of it. Because, people that do this professionally, they've got, they're trying to make money, or they're trying to build a business, or have some larger goal, larger than themselves. And, I began to question whether or not someone at my age, someone with my level of experience, should even be bothering wasting all this money. And I kind of came to the decision, so what? Who gives a shit? This is my money, my time. I'm not looking for an audience, but if I get one, great. This really is more of an interest of gear and equipment, and a passion for learning, and just try things out, and find out where my limits are, and what I need to know, or what I can learn. And even in the last few years, the subtle details of a professional level, and what makes the difference between a professional editing producer and just an amateur are honestly just tools and time. Yeah, and know-how, of course, but I don't know. It all seems probably such an obvious thing, but I remember seeing other people make stuff and being fascinated by how it's done. And a lot of times stopping myself from looking into it because, of the natural limitations, money, time, all these other kind of things. Stuff that's happened recently, not just in my life, but in, technology and the world, the advent of the cell phone. And, look at YouTube. Holy crap. You can't even shuffle through YouTube without finding all these different levels of professionalism. Ultimate professionalism with people making millions of dollars to individual curious people like myself on this democratizing platform, which still has some problems these days with why people want to use it. But you look beyond YouTube and you just look at, I don't think human nature really comes into it, but the state of technology, the state of now, where you can put up a dash cam and make all sorts of interesting content that way, where you can just walk your dog and record things. I don't know. Fortunately, this isn't an official vlog, so I'm kind of rambling, and I'm okay with that. I'm just feeding my passion, is what it comes down to. It's something I identified earlier this year that I had neglected, mostly because I had focused my life on much more core things, health, prosperity, that kind of stuff. But the problem with focusing only on that, trying to stay alive, trying to make a buck, keep the lights turned on, that kind of stuff, is that you can get pulled away from your creative side. And I do have one. I don't quite know what form it's going to take or whether it's got many forms. But doing this right now is definitely feeding that. And it feels like a good, decent thing for me. And I'm sure there's plenty of other men my age, as they would say, that have to sacrifice their, creative side or creative time in order to provide or maybe meet their own personal goals of self-worth. Sorry, I have dentures, so the words don't come out right anymore. Self-worth. And I'm not even using any adhesive right now, so I'm struggling with keeping the teeth in. Anyway, those things, there are these external expectations that at a certain point in your life you should be doing this, blah. I certainly don't fit that model. I don't have any kids. I'm not married. I just got me and my dog, my, really simple job, the place I live. So I feel both blessed, but also, I don't know, like I'm letting that stuff go to waste by not also tapping into my creative side and letting stuff like this happen, become a thing. Because why not? There's no reason not to let it. And so I don't know what this is going to be. Now, most of my experience in the past has been solo audio journaling, and I'll still be doing that as of right now. Again, the point of this whole recording is to shake down a bunch of gear. Let's talk about the gear I'm using right now. If you've been following my blog, you know that I recently acquired this GoPro. I'm pointing at the GoPro right now. And I still plan on doing other mobile photography stuff here in 2019. I've got some gear on the way, and it's going to lend itself to this vlogging format or this journaling format. I think I want to get away from the term vlogging and get into the journal. When you use the word journal, typically, you think of a book you write in. But I think the verb to journaling is beyond that now. I think it can be audio, it can be video, and traditionally you don't necessarily share a journal it's for your own reflection or your own use. But I also think that's changing. I mean, clearly, look, back when the movie The Truman Show or EdTV program came along, they predicted this. They saw that people were going to use technology to either entertain or to record events. And it's happened. It's absolutely happened. But I don't think people are thinking of it like that. I don't think they're specifically thinking about a record of their lives. I think commercialization and profiting kind of took the horns on that bull. You know, it's become a way to make a buck. And that's another conversation. I'm not really trying to even discuss that. But it's the state of where things are right now. I would like to spin another angle on that. And I'm sure I'm not the only person. There's probably plenty of people who haven't talked about it. This is my record of it. And I think using this camera, I now have a new microphone. I don't know if you know this little fuzzy thing on my lapel. I now have a new recording device, which I'd pull out and show you right now, but again, in the rain, I want to leave that gear in the protective pocket it's in. As part of this shakedown. So I spend a lot of my free time taking care of myself and my dog, walking in the park. But you know, it's alone. You know, I don't really walk with anybody. And you know who's doing something right now with other people in this format? And it's not brand new, but it's excuse me, teeth just about came out. It's still pretty new. Kevin Nealon, the comedian Kevin Nealon, is doing this hiking with Kevin blog. Well, I call it a blog, but it's a vlog. But again, these new terms are already feeling outdated. It's definitely an interview show where he takes his selfie stick and his camera and he goes hiking in the Hollywood Hills with celebrities. It's like Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, only it's Kevin Nealon in his hiking shoes going hiking, you know, with other celebrities. So another form of this thing coming about. You have to feel a little bit, well, you don't have to do anything, but you know, here I am in public, in a public park, talking to myself while I walk my dog. Over here, these are houses. People live over here, so I got to be careful about who I capture and what I'm doing. And I'm sure I look like an idiot. I've gotten to the point in my life where I care less and less. This is, you know, kind of an extension of the audio journals I've made in the past. I haven't made them very regularly the last couple of years because of, well, my lifestyle's changed. It was that I worked at a desk for a number of years, answering a phone and waiting a very long time between calls. So I kind of learned to tinker with my blog and audio journaling in the dead times. Then I got unwell and very quickly began living on my own. So my time to spend taking care of me, making sure things are still getting paid, and keeping a job going, it all got very in the way of doing this. Things are on an upswing right now. I still have a job. I still work a regular, well, probably a little bit extra than regular. It's quite a few hours a week, but I don't mind that. Really, it's about time management. The time that I do have, either off shift, you know, I'm spent out here walking my dog and trying to get back to home where all the gear is. It's been difficult. It's been difficult to try to get it going. And I'm documented in my blog for years to try to figure out a way to multitask this creative desire I have. This might do it. Yes, there's still a lot to do after I hit stop on the record here. I still got to take all the footage off. I still got to put it together, edit it, polish it, and then decide what I'm going to do with it. Maybe release it to the public. Maybe put it on my audio journal. Maybe put it on YouTube. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Whoop. Oh, clearly the rain isn't helping today. And this isn't going to be the same kind of thing I'm always going to do. But I feel like journaling the rest of what's going on in life is kind of important. Because if I don't know what there will be to look back to. Just memories. Memories are nice, but they're not very clear. It'll be hard to argue with video footage or audio footage. How are we doing, buddy? Let's come to a stop because he's dripping wet. We need to get back to the car. Come on, let's go, kiddo. I'll be honest, I haven't really monitored his output, so I hope if any messages we've left behind aren't too bad. Why don't we go to the car and get dry again, huh? And now for your obligatory footage of the dog walking in the rain. Doesn't really help the audio much. That's the other thing I'm curious about in the audio is which one of these sounds better. You know, I got a dedicated audio device because, no, let's turn back to the camera. Because gear that I have coming apparently has some audio limitations, at least in its product description and reviews. So having the know-how to be able to capture audio and also edit it together will be nice. What are we doing, kid? Are we ready yet? Almost there. Also, the ability to stop recording is only best in... oh. Now what happened there? So, for the record, on audio, my recording on video seemed to have stopped. I don't know if it was battery or just what. We're definitely not recording on video anymore, so I'm going to hit... oh, you know what? I think video has a 15-minute limit. Well, that's not true. Alright, we're hitting record again. Weird. I don't know why the video turned off there. I didn't hit any button deliberately. Whoa, what is that? Oh, sorry. Finding stuff as we walk. You coming, kid? Ah! So yeah, the weather, we're supposed to be getting, oh here, have a look. This is, this is the current state of weather outside. That normally is a mountain right there. That normally is a vista. Why am I turned so crooked? There we go. And it's just all grayed out at the moment. So yeah, this is our final walk of the day. I'm gonna go home and dry off and cook dinner. And tomorrow we're supposed to get a bunch of wind. So I might make a video or a time lapse on the wind situation. We're about 3/4 of the way around our normal walking route. So I'm hoping to get him back to the car here and back to dry. I think I've said all I wanted to say, really, on the reasons why. Did I want to document the tech stuff at all? I mean, I talked about the GoPro here. I didn't want to talk about the stuff that's coming yet because I want it to get here, and then we can talk more. What else? So the audio device I'm using is brand new, and hopefully I'm not ruining it in the rain. It's called the Tascam DR05, and I think it's more meant to capture musical performances. But I don't play any musical instruments, and I don't plan on performing musically anytime soon. What I like about it is that it captures at a high quality, and it has an external mic attachment, which I can use with this external mic that I just ordered. I was a little concerned while listening to the playback that it sounds a little tinny or hollow. But if I mess around with the audio a little bit in the audio editor on my computer, I might be able to fill it out a little bit, hopefully. I don't really have any need to capture any ambient sound. It's just my voice I'm concerned about. Hopefully that's clear. And then I've never really recorded video over the top of this because, well, quite frankly, I have what they say the face for audio, or the face for radio. And it's not that I don't like the way I look. I didn't have the greatest appearance come teeth-wise and in other words for a real long time. Now that I have these guys, at least I can look at the camera and not wince when I watch it back. Which a lot of people are very happy that I had that taken care of. I mean, I count myself among them. Although the process of owning fake teeth, it's not fun. I don't like it. I like having them. I like being able to use them. I like the reaction other people have to them. But I can't talk like I used to. And to be able to talk, it requires a lot more stuff. All right, that's enough about that. I don't want to make it sound like I'm bitching or complaining. I'm not that displeased. Just the way things are running now. Okay, we're almost back to the car, which is good news. And hopefully the running time on these things will be very similar in the future, because about one lap around the park feels good in terms of time. And who knows, if the video portion takes off, we may go to different locations, but of course with the audio it doesn't really matter. But other people in the background I got to be cognizant of. All right, let's get to the car and we'll sign off here. You ready, buddy? I do have to watch. I may have to do this, if I'm going to do it on dog walks, I may have to do a lap with the dog before I start recording, just to make sure stuff is taken care of. That sounds like a plan. Come on, kid. Here we are at the car. Let's let the man in. Little man, let's go. In you go. All right, we're out of the thing there. Let's get in ourselves and turn everything off. Thanks for watching. And let's see if this pans out or goes anywhere. Oh God, I'm soaking wet. Shutting the door. All right. Thanks for watching. Again, we'll see what comes of this, and in the new year we'll see more interesting things on video, hopefully. And if not, we'll at least have a device to do audio by. All right. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now. GoPro stop recording. GoPro turn off. GoPro turn off. All right, that's off. Let's take the gloves off so we can turn off audio. Oh God, so wet. Here we go. I'm doing the hold button and stop.